Hello, I'm back. I wanted to share a few more videos explaining a lot of the doctors explain the different areas of it, and I think it's going to be very helpful to listen and watch some of these. So I am doing this. All right, so is it on? Okay. Oh man, I have to make sure that I don't sweat, I don't get hot right now. And I got some kind of cloth touching it so it keeps it dry from sweating. So here we go. This is another explanation of Hailey Hailey. And this is a medical, and this is actually a, what do they call it? Yeah, no. But let's just play the video.
Hailey-Hailey disease. Hailey-Hailey disease is autosomal dominant, and in fact, 2/3 of patients have a family history of Hailey-Hailey disease. The condition affects the axillae, groins, neck, between the buttocks and under the breasts, and it is a relapsing condition. Clinically, Hailey-Hailey disease is characterized by small vesicles with an erythematous base, and eventually the lesions become ring-shaped because the center starts to clear. Hailey-Hailey is worse in the summer because heat, sweating and friction make the condition worse. Clinically, Hailey-Hailey may resemble candidiasis, impetigo and condylomata.
I can attest to that. Like doctors have thought some weird shit. Doctors are not educated on skin. They've thought about me like on some weird shit. So they suggested some weird shit before without doing tests. And yeah. And then they find out later that this is what I have.
Histologically, Hailey-Hailey has fairly characteristic appearances, including suprabasal clefting, forming vesicles and bullae, and the papillae protrude into the bullae, and there may be individual cells and groups of cells in the bullae. The condition is caused by loss of intercellular bridges. This results in cells either losing attachment completely or remaining bridges loosely attaching cells to each other, resulting in a dilapidated brick wall appearance. In contrast to other acantholytic skin conditions such as pemphigus vulgaris, immunofluorescence for antibodies is negative. This is the typical histological appearance of Hailey-Hailey disease. You can see at a low power there is vesicle formation as a result of suprabasal clefting. And on a higher power you can see the papillae extending into the vesicle, and within the vesicle there are individual cells and groups of cells. And in this biopsy, the epithelial cells have started to separate, but not enough to form a vesicle. On a higher power, you can see some have separated completely and some are hanging together very loosely, resulting in the typical appearance of a dilapidated brick wall.
Okay. So let's watch another one. I was going to watch a few videos because I saw a few more videos that had some good information. And so I thought I would come on here and share those videos, and then I'll put the people in the title. And this is my search bar that I found them at. The search bar is where I found them. And so I'm going to share a couple more. More videos of it. Just going to hit search again. And that was one of them that I wanted to share. Let's see. Okay, let's watch that one too. I have to distract myself from my pain, and this is helping. So me doing this is helping. Oh, what did I? Oh, okay. Let's look at this.
Today, we're going to talk a little bit about a very interesting skin condition called Hailey-Hailey disease. It's an autoimmune condition that is fairly rare, but does affect people of a variety of ages. It's pretty equally distributed between men and women and does affect children. So it's kind of this purplish reddish area that almost looks bruised, but also looks rather leathery. And it usually is found in very tight skin folds, most of the time in the armpit. It can be very irritating. It can be slightly painful. It's also very inflamed. And that's where that purplish reddish color comes from. Sometimes people even get blisters or vesicles there that have a little bit of fluid in them, which can be very irritating considering if it's in the armpit. We use our arms so much. A lot of times it's difficult even to wear clothing.
Okay, there's that one. I was just looking at the picture JB sent me. Yeah, I think he's got psoriasis. Okay, let's stop watching. Stop sharing this one. Actually, no, let's go back to stop sharing from here. Let's go there. Let's see this. Let's see what else. Here, that's what my okay. So this one's only 1 minute and 50 seconds long. So let's watch this one. But that's what my arm looks like. Not right now, but that's what my when it does break. My arm does break out. That's what it looks like right there. Yeah, right there. That's like looks like the picture of my picture. And I don't know if that is my picture, but that looks like my picture. That it almost looks exactly like my picture, but like that's what it doesn't look like my arm, but yeah. Anyways, let's play that one.
Hello friends, I'm Dr. Rohit Batra from Dermaworld Skin and Hair Clinics, and today I'm going to talk about, though a rare disease but is seen in dermatology practice, that is Hailey-Hailey disease. Yes, Hailey-Hailey disease was discovered by two medical brothers, that's Hailey and Hailey, in 1939. And when you talk about what exactly happens, there are blistering. It's a blistering disease where vesicles develop in the intertriginous or the fold areas of the body. Now, your dermatologist, if such lesions are appearing, will first go for a biopsy to make sure that it is Hailey-Hailey disease, because the other two differentials are the Darier's disease and the Grover's disease. And once the biopsy proves that the diagnosis of Hailey-Hailey disease, then depending upon the intensity, topical or oral steroids, topical or oral antibiotics are given, and at times few other medications like dapsone, cyclosporin, etc. are also given to make sure to control the disease. So though it is not very common, but it's just that in case those who are developing blistering disorders in intertriginous areas, don't confuse it with fungal or any other folliculitis. It might be Hailey-Hailey disease also. If you like the channel, do subscribe to our channel, that's Dermaworld Skin and Hair Clinics, and we keep sharing thoughts and views and news about dermatology, that's skin, aesthetics, and hair from time to time. Take care. Bye-bye.
I don't know, but he had a lot of noise in the background, a lot of people making noise in his background. Living with skin disease, Hailey-Hailey. Okay, here's another one.
This is totally.
Now that I've found it, and now I figured out the algorithm. Like as soon as you talk about something, then it comes up. So like if we talk about this, and we bring it up a lot, it's going to be suggested. If you have like Hailey-Hailey disease, and if you watch my video, it will start suggesting videos like that. So like if I share it on here, my more videos about how to heal Hailey-Hailey will show up for me, and then I can learn to heal myself and through other people's knowledge, and other people can heal through my knowledge too. Because any disease that interrupts basic moments is really bad. I know. Like, like we have to pick and choose when we live and when we just exist, right? Like it makes you emotional. It makes you sick. It's just not good. It's just not good. And then, you withdraw from people, and then people think you're mad at them. People have their own ideas because I'm sick of explaining it. You're just sick of explaining it. And I'm sick of explaining it to people, and people thinking and assuming the worst about me just by they seeing things or me talking about it. Like people assume the worst all the time. So like, even that one video said, like, they can like say you got like some kind of fucking, like the doctor can sit there and say like, oh, well, it looks like this, like you might have this, like, and you haven't had sex in fucking years, and was like, no, and no, that's not it. And then you finally go get your test, and then you find out, and then you've been made feel like so dirty, and you've been made feel so unliked, just because of your disease that you have. And it's not something you chose. Like I didn't choose that. All right, so let's watch this video. Living with skin disease, Hailey-Hailey. Like you look at her, you wouldn't even think,
Out of my comfort zone. So we got to be mature right now. We're gonna have to talk about boobs. Starting to get
so she's getting it under her boobs, so yeah.
hot.
No,
Hi
it's all,
guys, and welcome back to my
no, it's all over your body, but mostly the sweating areas, like your armpits, underneath your boobs, in your groin, any area in your groin. It can be in your back of your groin, your butt cheeks, between your butt cheeks. It can be for women, a lot of times it's in your bikini line. And yeah, and I did use some body wash a couple of weeks ago, and I just thought, well, maybe if I just put the cream on right away, right after my bath, and put my lotion on right after my bath, maybe I can use some kind of body wash. And no, it made this worse. So every time I try something, it's make it worse. So I don't even want to try any more friggin' body washes. I don't want to try any more friggin' nothing. I want to just I want to get people that know about it. Like I want to work with doctors and help me. Like I want to work with people that are doing the research. And I've been doing my own research, obviously. I think a lot of people that suffer from it are doing their own research and are not doing things that they know that will make it worse. They're trying to avoid all those things that make it worse, and we still break up.
channel. Today I'm going to be doing a different.
And then a lot of it is like you need more fruits and vegetables. Well, I crave fruit all the time, and I can't eat enough fresh fruit. Like, can't afford it. And I already get like a dietary supplement of $20-something, but that's not gonna like buy you the fruit, especially now that all the prices have gone up. Like, unless you have an orchard, you're not gonna eat fruit all the time.
Different type of video, and I'm doing it because one, it's a huge part of my life, and two, a few people have asked me questions about what skin disease I have and how it affects me. And you can see my daughter is right here. She's always by my side, so she's always going to be in my videos. So this video might have to like stop and go, and I'm so sorry for that in advance. But if you want to know a little bit of the way the genetics work and the chromosomes and all that, I'm almost certain that's where I got it from. It's really complicated to explain. It goes into all of the chromosomes and whatnot. But basically what it is a skin disease. It starts off as little blisters, and it's always in the folds of your body. So like think of all the folds that you have. You have your elbows, your armpits, under your breast, maybe in your neck folds, behind your knees, your groin area, your butt area, anything like that. So think of sores in those creases and folds, and just continuously opening them back up, and they tear every time that you move them. So even like a slight arm movement would affect it. It's constantly reoccurring. So if and when a flare-up or an outbreak goes away, another one will start right back. And at least that's how it was for me up until I got proper treatment. I have been misdiagnosed 3 or 4 times. I was told that I have Darier's disease, eczema, psoriasis,
Yep, those are the,
all kinds of things. Even with biopsies, they had told me that, and it was just an
wow, the biopsy. I cannot believe that. Well, because it's so rare that they don't know that. Like even the one guy said, like people can think it's like a sexual transmitted disease. Like that's what some sexually transmitted diseases look like. So it's very embarrassing when people assume that of you.
ongoing thing of just trial and error with medications and getting more and more depressed with this. My daughter now is only 2, and she could have it. You don't really know until you're probably in your about 20s, at least for most people. I didn't get my first flare-up or outbreak until I was in my 20s, and it got really bad when I was about 24, 25, and that's when I started going to the dermatologist. I got biopsies done, and
Okay, let's stop for a minute. Go check her out. She's only got 441 subscribers. The Piglet Coop. Okay, so go check her out, guys. She needs more subscribers. Okay, she's only got 441 subscribers. Let me share her in the chat so you guys can go subscribe to her. Let me share. Oh, I think I have to share her on the other side, the other chat, like the YouTube side. Let's go to the YouTube side. Where am I? Okay, wait. Let's go to the YouTube side. And open another pane, I had to go to the YouTube side to share her channel. Subscribe to her. I'm going to subscribe to her too. Now, at least I'll have one person that has the same thing as me. Then me and her can like talk about it and relate. So she's got lots of views on this video, but she's only got like 441 subscribers. Go subscribe to her. That girl right there. I posted. Okay, let's keep playing her.
I was always told it was something completely different each time, and they tried me on different medications. Can't remember the name of all of them, but Tazorac stays in my mind because it literally melted my skin off. And because I'm a licensed cosmetologist, I know a lot about the layers of the skin and how certain medications work, and all I know is that the Tazorac legit was burning the top layer of my skin off.
I just want to say, if anybody's watching that has the disease or wants to talk about it, or has somebody that they know that has the disease and they want to come up here and talk about it, let me know. Say hi in chat. I will drop the link. You guys can come up and chat with me. I have nothing else to do right now. I gotta stay still and make sure my areas is dry. And that's what I got to do. I can't walk and do my walks. I can't go for walks. I can't do my stretching yoga. I can't do any of that stuff. The more I move, the more it hurts. The longer it takes to heal. So I'm just going to be sitting on my ass and doing things that I can do sitting on my ass and making sure that.
and which would make sense that it would work. You would think that it would work, but it didn't. It was excruciating.
I don't know what he's talking about here.
It was something completely different each time, and they tried me on different medications. Can't remember the name of all of them, but Tazorac stays in my mind because it literally melted my skin off. And because I'm a licensed cosmetologist, I know a lot about the layers of the skin and how certain medications work. And all I know is that the Tazorac legit was burning the top layer of my skin off, and which would make sense that it would work. You would think that it would work, but it didn't. It was excruciating pain for me when I would put it on. I would have to stand in front of a fan while I was applying it. I remember my husband having to watch me cry because it just hurt so bad. It was awful. So when enough was enough, I finally was like, okay, I'm going to see a different dermatologist. So I saw a different dermatologist, got another biopsy done, and I was told that it was Hailey-Hailey disease. I told her that I had been misdiagnosed several times. She said she understood that Hailey-Hailey was very rare. So she gave me 3 creams and told me to use them when I had a flare-up. The first one, I'm not going to even try to pronounce them.
Oh, that's an over-the-counter. I get like a mixture of creams. I get like 2 different creams that are mixtures. Let me see if I can see what it's hard to. MUIPUAC. I don't know. I feel like I'm at the eye doctor right now. Oh, there it is. MUPIR. Is it an R? OCIN. 2%. I use Is it cortisone? Okay, there's this one that I don't know. This one doesn't really help me. It's a Clarazama cream with something else. I don't know. It's 2 mixture, and then I have this other one that does work, but it takes a little bit longer. It used to work very fast, but now that I've been using it for so long, it's not working as good anymore. Oh wait, I think that's the one I have. Let me go see. Oh no, I don't have that one. I wonder if that one works for her. I got betamethasone with Betaderm. I have betamethasone with Betaderm. That's the cream that I use, and that's the one that does help me. And it's a mixture of 2. And it like she said, the one cream she had to stand in front of the fan while she puts it on, and it was so painful, and she was crying. And I've used that cream. I've used cortisone like that, and I couldn't use cortisone cream because they use cortisone for eczema and psoriasis. And I could not use cortisone cream because they had to mix a menthol with it. And I think they switched my cream since then. But that one used to work really good, but it was a steroid, and I don't know. They said this was steroid too, but I don't know. I think they switched my things over a while. I don't know. I try to keep some of the old containers so I remember, but I have never seen this one.
And what I do is every night when I get out of the shower, I dry that area off really good if I have a flare-up. And I usually stand in front of a fan, that way it's completely dry, and I apply these 3. I squirt a little dab on the top of my.
Also, when I use my creams, I can't use them together. Like if I use one and I have to wash that area before I use the next one.
Arm, and I mix them all together, and then I just apply it wherever I have a flare-up. So the things that I use in the shower are pretty, I think, easy to get your hands on. not just in the United States, but everywhere. But I use this Dove foaming soap. I think I got this from Target or Walmart.
I've used Dove. I can't use Dove.
And it's Dove Shower Foam Sensitive Skin, 100% gentle cleanser, and it's sulfate free. I tried this on a whim, and so far so good. It's really gentle. The foam is, I think it's better for my skin. I don't know if it's better for the Hailey Hailey or if it's just better for your skin, but I really like this one. And I also use this Aveeno Skin Relief Body Wash, fragrant free, dermatologist recommended, active natural soothing oatmeal.
Yeah, I can't use anything with oatmeal in it. It makes me flare up. It's weird. I've used this one too. The only lotion that I use, this is lotion she's got there. The only body lotion I use is the Vaseline Intensive Care, the coconut one. That's the only one that I've always used.
So these two are kind of pricey. I think they're like $7 a piece, $5 to $7 a piece.
That's not pricey, but like now they're probably like 15, 20.
But you get what you pay for. I like these. Discovered this was when we moved into our house. I had only packed my daughter's,
Okay.
but I used it every time I would get a flare up, store brand up, and it works just as good. CVS brand of the Hibiclens. I've heard really good things about this when people have a nasty, infected kind of flare up. This is what surgeons use to cleanse their hands with before they do surgery and before and after they do surgery. But because the Hibiclens is so expensive, I thought I would pick the store brand up, and it works just as good with keeping everything clean and no bacteria. Sometimes what I do with the Hibiclens is I will put it in a spray bottle with some purified water, and I will use that and spray it. It has helped a lot. It like if we go to the zoo or something and I'm just feeling really itchy and sticky and moist. Moist.
Yeah, I don't like the word moist either too much. Yeah, like for what I do for my baths, it's like I put a lot of like a salt in there to like soften the water because we have a lot of chlorine in our water, and it makes things so much worse too. And then me using the washer, the public washer in here, is really awful for me too, because you don't have enough money to go through the cycle once before you put your laundry in there. And so many people use those really high perfume laundry soaps. So like even my laundry, like I don't have a washer in my apartment, but the guy across the hall, a recovering drug addict, he has a washer, and they said they were not going to replace it once his washer went. Well, they did replace it once his washer went, and he's the only one in the apartment building that still has a washer, and I should be the one that has the washer because I need to wash my clothes in only my washing machine. Hey, Wanda. We are learning about Hailey disease, what I have, and so we're learning about it and how to take care of yourself better. And this is distracting me from a lot of negative things, watching these right now and learning about it. But I'm open to conversation. If anybody wants to come up, let me know. I will post the link if I still remember how. Let's see. How do I post the link? Oh, here we go. I'll post the link if anybody wants to come up and talk about it. I don't know if I can handle JB today, so I'm sorry, JB, but today I might not let you up. And it's nothing against you. It's just you set me off a lot of times, and it makes me very stressed out. So I don't really want to have conversations with you right now. I hope you understand. No hard feelings. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Then I will put it in the spray bottle.
I should get some of that stuff right
with
there.
some purified water, spray it on those areas, let it set and lather it up, and then start all over with my soaps. I finally found a deodorant that helps with the Hailey Hailey flare-ups as well as...
Oh yeah, I can't use deodorant. And also, if anybody wants to go subscribe to this girl, I just posted her link in the chat. So go subscribe to her. She needs more subscribers. She's only got like 400 something subscribers. And she is a like somebody that works with skin too, so she should have a lot more. And she, she's got what I got, so I support her and her channel. So if you guys want to give the girl some support, I don't know what her other videos are like. I just Googled and I found her.
I don't have a BO smell when I'm starting to get sweaty, but it's the Degree Motion Sense Invisible Solid Antiperspirant and Deodorant. Again, it's one of the more expensive deodorants, but it works for me, and that's what's important, is to keep me without a flare-up. So this actually has worked really good. But if you do some research, you can see that different things work for different people. So you kind of have to do trial and error. And remember, you can always return things too. You can exchange them to the store, and once you've opened things like deodorant, they don't put them back on the shelf. I know a lot of people use the Mitchum deodorant, so I don't know, or the Mitchum gel, Mitchum, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I've never had to use it because this has always worked for me. If this ever started to give me any issues, then I probably would, my next step would be to try the Mitchum gel deodorant. So we got to be mature right now. We're gonna have to talk about boobs. I got this Tata Towel knockoff on Amazon, and I'll have to find the link to the seller on Amazon, and I'll leave it in the description box down below. But I got this after I read the reviews, and I was like, that's definitely going to help me when I have a Haley flare up underneath my breast. So I got it, and I was so excited. And it's reversible. It's animal print and black, and it has a drawstring right here to tighten it up. So what you do is you put it behind your neck, and you lift your boobs up, and I don't want to completely demonstrate, but it lifts your boobs up. So underneath is where I get the flare up, and when you lift your arm, your boob also lifts up. So it tears every time that you lift your arm. Anytime that you move at night, it tears even more. So what this has helped me with is just walking around the house and not having a shirt on or anything, and it just lifts up to let the cool.
Yeah, for the men out there, I need someone that wants to take care of their lady and make sure that she's good. Not let her suffer alone.
Air kind of flow and it not be trapped under clothes. So this 100% has helped me so much, combined with everything else that I've used. I do stand in front of a stand-up fan that I keep in my bedroom when I get out of the shower. I stand in front of that and I make sure everything is nice and cool and completely dry. I don't ever leave it damp, because the dampness and the humidity will cause it to flare up and start to get blisters again. But that has helped, and keeping the fan pointed on me at nighttime has definitely helped too. So the fan combined with cool pajamas has helped me a lot, or not even sleeping with anything on.
Yeah, I sleep naked because of that.
Just try to keep yourself super cool at nighttime. I have had steroid injections underneath my breast before, and that kind of did help a flare-up that I had that would just not go away. And the next step would have been to get Botox injections. And I know that's going to be a process if and when I need to get that done. Again, because I'm a cosmetology instructor, I know.
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get somebody to get me a little bit of stuff. I have the money to buy it. I just don't go into that store anymore, and I'd like somebody to go in there, and nobody in this town, like nobody can do it for me. So I'm stuck here alone without medicine. And I'm not feeling good today. And I can't do anything, and it drives me nuts.
A lot about the skin and the way the skin works and the layers of the skin and how certain things like Botox works with the skin. So Botox actually paralyzes the sweat glands. So that is super helpful in somebody that has Haley disease, because the sweat and the friction make a flare up basically. So there's other things that go into contribution with it, but that's basically what starts up a flare up. if you're not sweating as much, you won't have as many flare-ups, if that makes any sense. And again, I am not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm only a licensed cosmetologist and cosmetology instructor that happens to live with Hailey-Hailey disease. So don't take my advice and go tell your doctor that I said this. But because a lot of doctors don't know a lot about it, if you offer something like I told my doctor that it would make sense that Botox would work. And then the next time I saw her, she got back with me and she was like, you know what, that would work. So if this steroid injection does not work, our next step would be to get your insurance to cover Botox injections underneath your breast. So hopefully I don't ever have to go that route for the sake of my skin. But if you are frequently getting the flare-ups, that might help you. When I was first diagnosed with Hailey-Hailey disease, I couldn't find anything about it on YouTube. I couldn't find stories from other people or advice from other people. But there are other people that deal with this, and you just need to be open and honest with your friends and family about what you have, what you suffer with, and that at any point in time you might have a flare-up and you might not be able to go to that cookout, or you might not be able to go on that vacation because you're going to be miserable. So you just need to be honest and accept that you have this and that no one is perfect.
I have missed so many things because of it. And it always causes a fight. Always causes a fight.
Perfect. I do talk about my daily struggles in my A Day in a Life videos or my vlogs, so feel free to check those out. I hope this video has helped anybody that is suffering with Hailey-Hailey disease, or any of the many students that I know that are studying to be dermatologists or estheticians. I hope this has given you a little bit more of an understanding of what I deal with on a daily basis, as well as kind of given some advice to anybody that suffers with it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, as well as giving me a shout in my email or DMing me on Instagram. I will definitely respond to you.
Here we go. All right, yeah, I did subscribe to her. All right, thumbs up. Good stuff. All right, what else are we gonna watch? What else am I, as soon as I get off here, I'm like, oh, there's another video that I want to show. I've seen that one. This is the one that we just watched already with the doctors. Treated with. Okay, let's watch this one. So yeah, for those of you that I've never talked about it, this is what I got. So is this one I'm watching?
Can Hailey-Hailey disease be
Can it be
Can
treated?
Hailey-Hailey disease be treated with LDN? And yes, that is been written up in some studies and very successfully treated. It's usually treated with oral medication, mainly because the Hailey-Hailey is, even though it's on the skin, it doesn't start on the skin, right? It's an autoimmune issue that is much deeper in that.
That's what I was gonna say. It's an autoimmune disease.
So it would be an oral medication. Again, start on that typical titration, start low, go slow before you find your sweet spot, usually ending up someplace around 4.5.
That was it? Okay. Well, it's good to have the information on my video, so if I go to my dermatologist, I can then share, some of these.
Inflamed.
I'd like to introduce Anne-Marie from Australia, who takes LDN for Hailey-Hailey's disease. Thank you for joining me, Anne-Marie.
Okay, let's watch this one.
I'd like to introduce Anne-Marie from Australia, who takes LDN for Hailey-Hailey's disease. Thank you for joining me, Anne-Marie.
LDM. What is LDM? Anybody know? Anybody in chat know what LDM is? No? Okay.
Thanks, Linda. It's my pleasure.
Could you tell me when you first started to notice there was something wrong with your skin?
When I first started to notice issues, did you say?
Yes.
Look, really in my 20s, I'm 47 at the moment. In my 20s, I had lots of what I now know to be outbreaks. However, was always diagnosed as eczema, and a wet type of eczema. So diagnosis for Hailey-Hailey happened via biopsy around about 3.5 years ago now.
Okay.
It's like a lot of us, we don't find out until we're in our late 40s, 30s, and 50s. You know what I mean? Of what this actually is.
So at that time, when you were diagnosed, how bad was your Hailey-Hailey's?
Certainly not as bad as what it gets now. It's definitely progressed with age. At that point in time, I had an outbreak under my right arm that had just kept coming and going, but it never actually completely went away. And my doctor was becoming quite confused because antibiotics weren't helping to clear the infection that I was getting. And so she decided that perhaps we needed to do some more investigating. At that point in time, I probably had that particular outbreak for around about 8 months.
Wow. Okay. So your doctor was giving you antibiotics, it wasn't clearing up. And how long after that was it before you heard about LDN?
I actually only heard about LDN, or I started reading about it 12 months ago. Back when I had the biopsy and I was first diagnosed with Hailey-Hailey disease, the dermatologist that I was going to at the time prescribed a different lot of antibiotic ointment for me, which had an impact. That worked for a little while because I hadn't ever used that form before, so the infection hadn't built up any kind of resistance to it. So for a little while I did get some relief just with antibiotic ointment. But 12 months or so ago, and over that period of time, from that 3 years onwards, gradually, of course, the secondary infections that we as Hailey-Hailey disease sufferers get did build up a resistance to that cream. So gradually I started to become worse again, to the point where 12 months ago I ended up in hospital for 10 days because the secondary infection had become so bad that nothing was working. I was unable to treat it at home, so I had to have intravenous antibiotics to have that treated.
Yeah, that's scary when you think it can just get worse and worse if you don't treat it. Like, it can just get worse and worse, and then you can end up in hospital. I've never ended up in hospital, but I've been so much in pain that I couldn't move at all. Like, I had it so bad in both of my arms, between my legs, all at the same time. And that was when I was homeless with my kids, and around that time. And I could also I did not have a dermatologist at the time. Because I had moved in, and the dermatologist that I had gone to at that time hadn't even done the biopsy on me, and so the doctors would not give me the cream that I needed, and I went through so much pain. All I could do is keep cold, wet cloth, like cold, damp cloths, like really cold, on the skin to keep it cool, and that's all I could do at the time. And like I get freaked out a little bit when it starts, because like if I don't immediately stop doing what I'm doing, and because like any friction makes it worse. Like if you get up, like if I'm standing up, like it's friction. Like even just standing up.
That was an extremely worrying.
Like she was also saying that it had stopped working. The cream had stopped working, you know, and that's where I'm at right now. This cream is not working the way it's supposed to work. So we got to do more research and find what I'm doing wrong.
In time for me, because certainly at 47 I have 2 young children as well, and I parent them by myself. So I was having difficulty taking care of my children with the state that my skin was in. So I really started then to research different ways of treating it, and that's when I came across LDN. That's actually when I came across a Facebook group called Hailey-Hailey Disease Worldwide Support Group, and they were talking about LDN quite a lot, and I started to read a lot of their posts and then make inquiries of my own on the group, and that's where my LDN journey started, really.
So this is such a rare disease that I don't even have nobody watching. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have nobody watching that has it. I mean, that's how rare it is. So my channel is not just about this, it's about my life, but this is part of my life, and I'm going to start opening up about my life. And this is one of the biggest things that I deal with that stops me from, you know, being happy on a daily basis, like, or even wearing my favorite clothes, or like, you know, like I only wear like certain outfits that really look good, but they don't feel good when you're a breakout, like when you have like a breakout of it, none of your clothes feel good on you, like, so you don't even want to leave your house and you're miserable, like she said. And I've missed so many things in life because of it, and I just want to stop missing things because I'm missing life.
To make it up for issues that they'd had with sleep. But
No symptoms.
I started off very, very slowly, just at 0.5 of the milligram, and I did that for
I gotta look up what is LDN. Let's look that up. What is LDN? What is LDN?
Life is hard.
안녕하세요. 미역스 스킨 클리닉입니다. 요즘 오시는 고객 보니까 초음파 에너지.
I can't understand them. Why is all this? This is
Alright,
what
guys,
I'm looking for. What is LDN? Maybe I got to do capital. Well. Oh, like tanning helps me. What is this?
안녕하세요. 미역스 스킨 클리닉 DM은 강림의 최신 버전인
I can't understand those curves. What is right here? Hopefully it's on those. Why is that playing?
LDN is the latest form of ultrasound treatment. LDN MET
Ultrasound what?
offers non-invasive treatment for skin tightening, wrinkle reduction, acne, and is also excellent for hydrating skin. LDN also has an excellent healing ability, so we can combine with other treatments to reduce the downtime, side effect, and pain.
That's what it is. It's a machine. It's a machine. Alrighty then. That's probably a lot of money to get that done. Let me see, how does it help? How can it help Haley? Let's see.
I cannot believe it's already been over 3 years with my BetterHelp therapist.
Inflamed.
Okay.
Using BetterHelp since
inflamed, purplish, reddish.
Okay, so she may be
inflamed time. So some of the after pictures that we've seen with quite a few patients is that they do have some light pink margins where the outer area was still kind of inflamed, but certainly nowhere near where it was. And the itching, the irritability, and the vesicles have decreased significantly. So as time goes on, the LDN continues to work. So when we see pictures of patients, even at 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, we see even greater results. Now, LDN doesn't work for everybody, but because it is such a low risk medication and it is such a low side effect medication, it's really worth a try.
That's medication. On the machine, it didn't look like.
Hi guys, welcome to Learning is Fun.
Hi, this is
Haley. With Jobber Voice,
Anybody named Haley must hate this.
People who become defensive around environmental exposures, like, ooh, that smells bad. I don't like that. Or I don't like it. Those are people who are likely toxic. And it turns out for those of us who see chronically unwell people, it's the majority that are defensive around those odors and smells and fragrances and all that stuff.
On this episode of Pathways to Wellbeing, we welcome Dr. Tom Soul, longtime IFM educator and functional medicine expert.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Madhu.
Hello everybody, this is Dr. Medicine.
Hailey Bieber is a famous Heather.
I was wondering when she was going to come on.
On examination, there is a middle-aged man sitting comfortably on the couch, well cooperative throughout the examination. On examination of right axillary fossa, there is an erythematous plaque of almost 6 into 4 centimeter in the largest dimensions, showing widespread areas of wet maceration present over it. The lesion is irregular in outline, almost rhomboidal in shape, showing various areas of hemorrhagic crusting and granulation, fresh granulation.
His skin is really bad. Yeah, and you can get like a white layer over it, like almost like croup, like croup. You get on your boobs when you're nursing.
Tissues. There is no fresh oozing of blood or pus from the lesion, and the lesion is non-indurated. Temperature of the affected skin is raised as compared to the surroundings. And
yes, it just talks about it. I think that's all. We found some things that could help, but anyways, I'm gonna go make something to eat. Maybe. I don't know what I want to eat. I'm not really hungry. I haven't been hungry all day. But yeah. And I guess nobody wants to come hang out with me. Nobody wants to come hang out with me? Haley is not like something that, you're going to get because you come to me. It's hereditary, okay? It's hereditary. It's a chronic disease that's hereditary. It's somewhere in your family. But anyways, anybody gonna come up? I can't turn my camera on because I don't have one. So right now I don't have a camera. But if anybody wants to come chat about different things, not this, but different things, come up and chat. Come distract me from whatever is going on with me. If not, I'm gonna get out of here. All right, guys, thanks for watching it with me and understanding and learning about stuff that you may not understand, or if there's somebody out there that has what I have, leave me a comment. Maybe we can, heal together, heal our physical pains together too, not just our emotional and spiritual pain, but also our physical pain by learning about it. All right, thanks, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'm not always a downer. Like when I'm feeling good, my skin is happy, I'm happy. So I hope everybody's good. And yeah, just keep positive, stay positive. Negative thoughts can inflame us too. So it's really weird how it works. Yeah, it's not just sweat, but it's also stress that can make you feel that way. All right, God bless. Have a good day.